Education Cabinet Secretary Prof George Magoha has assured candidates studying in insecurity-prone areas that the Kenya National Examination Council will consider their plight when marking the national examinations. Magoha says that the government was aware the candidates were learning under difficult conditions. This coming as the government released 16.8 billion shillings to all public schools in the country to ensure their smooth running.
Education Cabinet Secretary Professor George Magoha was at St. Patrick's High School in Iten, Elgeyo Marakwet County. Professor Magoha taking the opportunity to disclose that the government was aware of the difficult conditions under which learners from insecurity-prone areas were studying, a factor that will be considered by the Kenya National Examinations Council during marking.
I want to assure you that all children will have an exam, and that as far as government is concerned, when we are marking these exams, we shall take into consideration the fact that some of those children have taken those exams under very difficult conditions.
The CS says the government will ensure there is adequate security for learners to undertake their examinations without interference.
All Kenyan children are equal. They will do the same examination, and that the government will ensure that there is peace and that the examination is delivered. Children don't belong to groups. They're just children who are going to school. The exam is not going to identify that this is a Pokot child or this is a Tugen child. It's a Kenyan child who is going to have an exam.
Most schools along the Kerio Valley Belt, which cuts across Elgeyo Marakwet, West Pokot and Baringo counties, have been affected by banditry activities, which have disrupted education activities, with some closing as a result of insecurity. The CS has further discouraged politicians from extending politics to schools by sending success cards with their images to candidates.
Our children don't have political parties. They are just Kenyan children preparing for exams. If you are sending a success card, let it be a success card which does not have an image. Don't use it to campaign and confuse them.
Meanwhile, the government has released 16.8 billion shillings to all public schools in the country to ensure their smooth running.
Of this, 2.11 billion has gone to primary schools and is in the accounts, and the other 14.7 billion has gone to schools of has gone to the accounts of secondary schools. Let us take cognizance of the fact that this time is very short. I therefore want to plead with the head teachers and principals that no child of Kenyan origin should be sent home at this stage, because they should be having enough money to run the schools.
Nancy Okware, Legends.